I just found out that at least 4 out of my 5 children are not mine, and my wife won't say anything. First of all, I apologize if this ends up being long and rambling. I am not really in the best state of mind. My world has been turned upside down over the last couple of weeks, and I just want to provide as much context as possible to get the best advice needed. For obvious reasons, I am not yet comfortable talking about this with my friends, parents, or siblings. I, 52M, met my wife, 51F, when we were in high school, and we married in college. We have 5 beautiful children, 33F, 30F, 28M, 24F, 14F, together, and I truly consider them a total blessing regardless of what I'm about to bring up. Up until a couple of weeks ago, I thought we had the perfect marriage. We were typical high school sweethearts, going out together, never fighting. I feel like I've done everything a loving husband should do. I am saying this not to paint myself as the perfect husband. For example, my work has always meant I work long hours and maybe haven't always been there when she needed me. However, I want to stress that I've never felt our marriage was in any trouble, and never in a million years would I ever have suspected my wife of being disloyal. She has always done everything she could to support me and take care of our children. Now, my eldest daughter recently had an ancestry test done, and the results strongly suggested I was not her father. She confided this to me privately, showing me the results, and I could tell she was visibly upset. Of course, the first thing I did was reassure her that, no matter what, she's my daughter, and I'll always love her unconditionally. Secondly, the two of us decided to get an official paternity test since ancestry tests are not completely reliable. It comes back, and I am indeed not her biological father. This news really broke me. I'm ashamed to say I broke down in tears in front of my daughter. The combination of finding out about my wife's infidelity and how upset I was making my daughter by my reaction was overwhelming. I really wish I had kept it in for her sake, but I didn't. Following this, I asked my other children, except my youngest, to come and see me. I wanted to know the extent of my wife's infidelity. If it was a one-off, I could maybe work past it, especially given how long ago it would be. However, I didn't want to tell my youngest as she is still in school, a teenager, and I didn't think it was appropriate to tell her yet. So, we told the other 3 what had happened, and I reassured them that I love them unconditionally and that I'll always be their dad, but I need to know how long this has been going on. God, I can't begin to explain how touching their reaction was. They didn't care that I wasn't their biological father, they were just upset at how heartbroken I was. I feel like the only thing that has kept me going these last couple of weeks is their unwavering support. So, we have paternity tests done for each of the 3. Not only are none of them my biological children, but together, 4 of my children have 3 different fathers. Somehow, this made it worse. It's like she wasn't just having an ongoing affair, she was having multiple? I can't explain how this makes it worse, but it just does. So, I confront my wife with this, expecting her to confess and beg for forgiveness. She doesn't confess. She doesn't even take it seriously. She says the tests must be flawed. All 4? How the hell am I supposed to take that seriously? I keep bringing it up, and she keeps brushing it off, getting progressively more annoyed at me. When I bring it up, she tries to guilt trip me by saying, "We've been together since high school, do you seriously not trust me?" I feel like our marriage is beyond saving, and I will need to tell my youngest daughter something. I don't want her to know the truth until she's older, but I also don't want my wife lying and making me out to be the villain. I've been with my wife my entire life, and it's almost impossible to see a life without her. I know that the answer should be clear-cut and to leave her, but we have 5 kids together. If there's anything that can be done to save our marriage, I want to consider it seriously. Update 1. I have been debating whether or not to post an update because nothing was ever resolved. I decided I would post it here in case anyone is still waiting for one since it's been about a year since I last posted. My kids and I confronted their mother shortly after making that Reddit post. It really didn't go well. I think the prospect that no one believed her finally hit home because she completely broke down and apologized profusely, but refused to explain herself or anything that would give me peace of mind. For the next few weeks, we barely said a word to each other. I was hoping she was thinking it over, and I expected her to eventually sit me down and explain herself. I figured she was so far deep in a lie that got out of control, she needed time to think things over. Nope. I came home one evening to find her unresponsive. She had deleted herself while no one was home. So I lost the love of my life, and I'll never know what mistakes she had made. I really wish I could go back in time and forget about it all. Whatever mistakes she made, I honestly wanted to work through them, and now I'm just riddled with guilt that I pressed her for an answer. The worst part of this entire ordeal was watching my kids work so hard to keep me together after having lost their mother. Please tell your family you love them while you have the chance.